I started the EB1 process to get my green card, but I kept going for something else completely. And the best analogy that I can draw between that experience to what is happening in my life right now is through strength training. So, big news. I joined Fitter, this app. If you don't know what Fitter is, please get to know Fitter. It is a fitness app which is kind of like a marketplace for physical trainers back home in India. So I found out this physical trainer, and I've been working out under his guidance for like 3 months. And the reason why I started physical training is because I was home for 3 months. And as much as you and I, we both know, as much as we like to diet and we like to stay strict on our schedule, just being pampered at home and not having to cook and not having to clean dishes and not having to raise your arm for doing anything really gets to you, to the point where I was looking into the mirror and I was like, man, I need to do something about this. Like, I can't give up food. I love food, so I better take care of my health. So that's how I started Fitter. Now, when I did start Fitter, my goal and strength training, my goal was to get strong. Of course, you see these models having like a six pack, and you think to yourself, wouldn't that be nice? But here's how this is similar to what I was doing when I was getting my EB1. Just like starting and going to the gym is so painful because you know the amount of pain that you're going to experience when you do Bulgarian squats at the gym. It's the same kind of pain that I experienced when I was doing EB1, where I knew that the only way I'm going to get this thing done is by publishing research because I was a professor and academic. And one of the biggest movers of EB1 and requirements of EB1 when you're in academia is you have to publish papers. And I knew that publishing papers is so painful because you work on a research project for months and years, and then you have to write it in a paper, and then you have to submit it. And first, even before it goes into review, it gets desk rejected by the editor. And even when it makes it past that, you have to wait for 5 more months only to be rejected again because somebody thought your methodology is wrong. All of that was happening to me. It was a very painful journey. But I knew that I had to do it to get my EB1. But here's something magical that happened around the 2019, 2020 end situation where I was doing this over and over and over and over and over again to the point where I started enjoying it. I did not need 5 of my papers to come out or a book to come out. I just needed that first paper because I had put so much effort to get that first paper out, and the dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin rush that I got from that first paper getting out was enough for me to keep going to the point where I did not even need to see the green card coming. Where I was like, "Theek hai, chalo." Like, I am enjoying the process right now. That, oh, if I can do one research paper, wonder if I can pump out 2 more. Is the same as working out, where you hate Bulgarian squats, you hate burpees, but if you could pump out 10 burpees in, let's say, a minute, the next thing that you know is like, do I have it in me to pump out 12? Or if you can do 12 push ups in a minute, wonder if you can do 15 push ups in a minute. And if you can do 15 push ups in a minute, wonder if you can do some like clap push ups in a minute or diamond push ups in a minute. You want to challenge yourself. And that becomes exciting in and of itself to the point where you just don't even need to see the body that you are aspiring to get or the green card that you're aspiring to get. And the moment that happens is the moment magic happens, because that's exactly what happened with me when I was going through this EB1 journey. That yes, I was hustling so hard to get that EB1 done, but in the process, I was having so much fun where I was challenging myself and I was defeating the past me, and the future me looked so much better than the past me that I started enjoying the process. I'm like, how far can I push myself? How far can this go? If I could get 7 research papers in review, wonder I can do 14. If I can get 3 journalists to talk about me, wonder if I can get 5. If I could get an invite from NPR to talk about my work, wonder if I can get some other podcast to invite me. It became so sweet of a journey. And I had run so much for EB1 that most of my like really sexy wins did not even happen or was not even positioned in my petition, because all of that good stuff happened after I got my green card. I didn't need them, but it was just there because I had run so much and I'd gotten so much mileage out of it. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that if you're doing this right, at some point it becomes less of a green card and more about proving yourself to you. And I hope you don't rob yourself of that opportunity by taking shortcuts, because you will never know what you are capable of if you just left the game or you just played it just to play it. Give it the respect that it deserves. And I can promise you that the payoff that's going to come, a green card is going to come. It's going to come. But the way you will look at yourself in the mirror, man, that that shit is priceless. And I hope you give yourself that gift as you are hustling for that green card as well. I hope it helps.